everybody, welcome back. Today is July 31st, 2022, and we are in the last day of July as we are stepping over to August. How's everyone feeling for this Lionsgate? It's been pretty intense over here. I've been still purging, releasing as much as I can. Right, the last couple episodes I walked you guys through on how to prepare for this Lionsgate portal. Release. Mind, body, and soul. Whatever you can, let it out of your reality. Even if you don't know anything about Lionsgate, you probably had a sense that, okay, it's time for a big purge. Whatever it is, I feel like I just need to let go, okay? And this is also with careers, also with people, also with big material item things, especially when there's such a big energy coming through. If something is in your field that's taking up a lot of space, that may be the first to leave, okay? And so over here, I've been doing a lot of internal work. And something really, maybe this is what it's meant to talk about. So I spoke about something in the last episode where I was sharing about, to open and activate this third eye chakra, there needs to be a healing with the Divine Mother and the Divine Father. And when those two energies are healed, they are in union, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, right? It opens up the crown. And the crown chakra is where wisdom, energies directly from source is channeled through. And when this divine union happens in the third eye, masculine and feminine, for me, it personally happened through healing with my parents. Okay, there was a lot of healing with my parents on, different things my mom held resentment on. And when I really, really took this on for my parents, because I started noticing their health going down, I started noticing my dad getting 2 accidents within 2 weeks. So working on myself, I was able to open up this body as a vessel to at least purge, take on their energy field to at least help them release, right? And through that, I noticed all 3 of us starting to get to alignment. And that was when, of course, there's underlying things that I need to heal with my parents, especially when it comes to, disappointment, making them proud, all this burden energy through lineage, through our culture, through being Asian. It's so deep that Moldavite just pulls me to heal with my parents. So a lot of you who are home, who are getting pulled home, or things happening with your parents that is coming up to the forefront, this is your opportunity to take a deeper look. What is it that you need to heal with your parents? Because this is going to be your next step to start opening up your third eye. Okay? So when there is this union in this third eye chakra, the heart, it gives birth to this heart awakening. And it's I'm getting goosebumps talking about it. This last couple months, just intensely working, facing my shadows directly with my parents. That was intense. And typically when we talk about, the Divine Mother and Divine Father, our parents are that access to that energy. And when their chakras are blocked, or when they're unavailable, when they're not there for us, we tend to seek it out from people in our reality. Those who gives us that energy of this divine love, a motherly love, or this divine fatherly love. We tend to seek for it because our own parents wasn't able to take on that role for us. Make sense? And so look at your relationships, look at the people in your life. If you go to religion, what is that energy you're seeking from the people around you? And even if our parents are not here, we can still heal it within our body. There is a method, there is a technique, there's a healing modality that you can heal within your body. And I believe there's something there. This is something I just uncovered 2 weeks ago, when I was doing healing on my client where their parents passed away, but not fully, because it's within their blood. They're still carrying that DNA. There's healing within the bloodline. And so we connect the energy fields, we call upon the parent, and we found out what unfinished business that was still lingering in their energy field, that is still vibrating in the client's field. Right. And also notice, when I connect with my parents, there are certain things they don't want to share with me, they don't want to say. But when I tune in energetically with them, when we connect energy fields, I can feel where the blockages are. And if I really want to take a deeper dive, I can do more research, right? There's a bunch of charts I go through. I navigate through the charts, see what energy is stuck. So when you start doing these deeper energy healing work, you let go of this judging and assessing. We stop judging for what people experience, whether it be abuse, whether it be physical abuse, sexual abuse, things in childhood, abortion, miscarriages. Like, those are the really heavy, dark secrets that are lodged within the body that, when left unsaid, can carry on from generations to generation. I was watching the news. I totally don't like watching the news, but some lady, she found out her husband was molesting these kids in her daycare center, and so she shot him. And and one part of me is like, he deserves it, right? But another part of me really got that, wow, when you're talking about these pedophiles, these molesters, there's something in their blood that's vibrating in their blood that's having them to take these different actions. And until we can get to the root of what it is, release it, heal it, whatever it is, it's going to keep triggering. It's going to keep repeating. And so it creates this very toxic cycle. Oh, I'm getting a little carried away with that aspect, but the deeper inner work, it takes you take a step back and you bring in a sense of compassion, of empathy, even though on the surface level it's like they don't deserve it. But when you see on an energetic level, there's something deep within them that's left unhealed. It's left in the shadows. And so, to wrap all this up, right, this is what we're talking about, the Lion's Gate. All this new energy is coming through. It's going to push whatever's deep within you to the surface. And especially when you work with Moldavite, it's going to expand you to your capacity. It's going to expand you until you experience this death of the old you. Release all the old energies of the old you so you can have this rebirth. Because every time we're cutting cord for releasing, a part of us is released, the old energy is released, as we retrieve a different part of our soul that we left behind. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap this all up. Hopefully it makes sense for you, okay? So, Lionsgate is from July 26th to August 12th. This is the time frame where Seer Star connects with what's our spiritual sun is open up, this direct portal. What you also want to realize is, I talk about when you go to church, we go to this religious places, all they talk about this divine father. Where is this divine mother? If we need both to open up our third eye, right, to bring this divine union, where is the divine mother? And it just dawned on me. In Asia, I went in Asia for my very first year. I was brought to Asia with a bunch of Moldavites to go to all these sacred sites. And I noticed in Asia, they honor a lot of the divine feminine energy. And, it's like the yin of the earth. The West is the yang of the earth, very physical, very doing. In Asia, it's very yin energy, very divine feminine. The West is very divine masculine. And what is also in alignment all these dates is in Asia, we just started this Ghost Month. It started 2 days ago. So Ghost Month is when the underworld opens up, and our ancestors, lost loved ones, spirits, they roam in the physical world. But it's interesting because it's mainly celebrated in Asia. And I've never heard of this. I mean, coming to the US, my parents celebrate these holidays, but I've just never cared, never really understood it, never paid attention to it until I went through my spiritual awakening during my time with Moldavite. And so it had me thinking, what if this divine mother is the darkness, the yin, the mother earth, the roots of the earth? So as the spiritual sun opens up in this lion's gate, the heavenly energy comes down. The underworld energy also opens up for the mother earth. And this is a time for soul retrieval. Whatever work you've been doing this last year, here's the time to retrieve part of your soul, right? Past life, healing with the family, healing with bloodline. It's coming up for healing during this Ghost Month. And in Asia, we celebrate for a whole month. So this whole month, the underworld is open up. Our family typically have offerings out, fruits, paper money. We burn, and we burn incense, and we call upon my grandmother, my grandfather, my uncles and aunts who passed away, and we leave offerings. So I believe this is a time for us to retrieve parts of our soul that we've during this healing journey that we found. And the divine feminine, divine mother is earth, the roots of the earth. Divine father is the heavenly, and it's us that's in the physical world, this physical body. And until our channels are both channel open, we can become that clear vessel to anchor in this heaven on earth, right? We also have to deal with our shadows. And when we start releasing all this, I guess you say, dark energies within us, the, behind closed doors, family secrets, whatever it is, when we shed light on it, we release it. Sometimes it's not even our energy. It's repeated through our bloodline, it's repeated through our ancestors, and we take it on and we believe that it's ours, and we keep repeating this pattern, which if you look at the collective right now, it looks like a shit show, okay? But that is my role here, well, that is our role here, is to become aware of these kind of things and heal. And first, it has to start within you. For you to really heal yourself, have this death and rebirth, like release the old energy of you that's not even you. It's passed on from generations. Clear it, have this rebirth of this new you, brand new, free of all these bondages. Become this clear vessel. And when we become that clear vessel, we are channeling energies, messages, guidance directly from source, and going out and doing what we need to do, our purpose, our path. And love unconditionally, give unconditionally. There's no attachment to anyone or anything. And it just feels so much more freeing. And if I were to die any day now, I would say I fulfilled everything I needed to do, right? A lot of times in this apocalypse, I think it's coming up, people are afraid of. This doomsday is death. It's death of their regret of what they haven't done. Death of what you haven't experienced, what you haven't fulfilled on your purpose. That's the fear that's hanging on because you're not following your path. Does it make sense? All right, I don't know where I was going with this, but that is a little message here for today. Ghost Month is here, opening up the underworld. Soul retrieval, now is the time to do it. If you need assistance with that, my information is in the description below. Again, keep doing the healing work. I am going to open up the Lionsgate activation on 8/8. We pinpoint down a time. It's going to be 11:45 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central Time. This is a time when you look at the circadian clock, when the heart opens. And so I'm going to put information on how to reserve for that spot on 8/8 Lionsgate portal here. And bring your own Moldavite. We're going to reprogram, reactivate, and download. As everyone connects to my energy field, I'm going to download this energy of the heart chakra as it opens around noontime into the Moldavites. Now, one thing I want to make you aware when you get your Moldavites, right? Depending on where you get your Moldavite from and who you get it from, be conscious of the person you're buying it from. Notice what energy they're vibrating in. Because some of that energy may transfer into your Moldavite. But also know that, what's pulling you is also in resonance with that Moldavite. So it's not right or wrong. Just be aware of who is selling you your Moldavite. Notice what kind of energy they're vibrating. If it's negative, if it feels heavy, then maybe there's a cleanse that's needed. Just leave it at that. It's not right or wrong. Be aware of it. Clear if it's needed to. And during this 8/8 activation, heart chakra activation, I'm going to clear it for everyone. I'm going to start over and I'm going to download in this heart chakra energy, which it's going to have some of my energy in it, which I also believe this following year is when I'm going to meet with my soul mate. I went on this 4-year journey. I noticed there's a lot of twin connections that, something just feels strong, but it's just not exactly how I imagined it. Or some of these connections with these people it's a lot of coincidence, there's a lot of similarities, but it's just not it. And I believe this is the year, as I'm entering the heart chakra, is when I'm going to meet with my soul mate, this other half version of me. And when we both meet, it's going to be a mutual connection. We'll talk about that in another episode of this soul mate. Truly believe they do exist, but I'll leave it here for now. 8/8 Lionsgate activation. I'm gonna put the information on how to register in the description. Other than that, we also have that full moon event on August 10th, complimentary. All right, I hope you guys are enjoying Lionsgate portal. I wasn't gonna plan on recording today, but this is the message that wants to come through. I hope you're enjoying the ride and have fun. That's all I have for everyone here today. Timmy Doo.